What's up guys, Nerdy Noob here, and I have an unboxing video for you. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing the 2016 August Marvel Collector Core with a theme of Spider-Man. This just came in the mail yesterday, and this is the Marvel Funko collab box that comes every other month. If you're interested in getting this box, I'm going to put all the pricing details in the description below for you once you cut the tape and you open up the box. This is what you're going to see. You guys, look! Our pin, it stayed in its package. That is probably a first. Alright, the first item we have is a little Marvel Collector Core pin. And it has the Spider-Man spider on it. And then we have a Spider-Man patch. And this one has Spider-Man's head on it. Alright, once you pull this down and you remove this card, this is what you're going to see. Alright, look, they went back to their comic book. Okay, the first one we have is The World's Greatest Superhero, The Amazing Spider-Man. And this has a variant cover with a Funko Pop on it of Spider-Man. I like that. You know the one thing I dislike about these comics? And not that I expect them to make comics specifically for this thing. I obviously don't know how to open these things. But if you look in this comic book, it's like, you know, it's a regular comic, which is still cool. But how cool would it be if they made a full comic book with like Funko Pop characters? I would love that. I think that'd be so cool. I hope that they would do that at least one time eventually. But this is a cool little comic book. Oh, man. So there's definitely like, well, not really. We got fabrications of Spider-Man. Now, fabrications are cool. And when they first came out, they were very expensive. And then I think Funko realized that no one wants to pay this much money for a fabrication, so that you can get them cheap now. But there you go. There's a fabrication of Spider-Man. He's cool. They're like fancy plushies, basically. The next item we got is another Pop Top. These are the Funko hats that just came out recently. I guess technically this is the first hat we've received in a Marvel Collector Core box, right? I think so. Or did we get a Groot one? I don't remember. But this is a Funko Pop Top. They're cool. It's just, you know, if you don't wear hats, then they're not that great. I don't necessarily wear hats all the time, but if you look on the side, there's the Pop logo right there. And then on the very back, it's the Spider-Man spider logo. And then there's an up close of the front. And then usually there's, yep, there you go, stuff on the bottom. This just says Marvel and Pop on the bottom. And this is a one size fits all. It's not a trucker hat. It's just a, I forgot what they're called. Just a hat. And then the last item we have is a Funko Pop. And this is a Marvel Collector Core exclusive. And this is of course, Spider-Man. And he's doing his like jump spray pose thing. It's like a jump squat. It's not a squat, it's just a jump pose. So there's a side view, there's the little cartoon of him, and then that's all that's on the back. It says, collect the entire line of Marvel Pop Super stylized vinyl bobbleheads. Super stylids. You know when you say a word a bunch of times and then it doesn't make any sense? Great, good, bam. That is all of the items in the box. Oops, sorry camera. Okay, so let's do a quick recap and pricing. It should go very, very fast. Alright, we have our pin. That is going to be $3. We have our patch. That is going to be $2. Oh, is there anything fancy that we need to tell you about? Let's see. Patch and pin are very normal. Let's see, we have our comic book with our Pop variant cover. That's going to get, let's do $4 for that. We have our Pop Top, our Pop Top, and it just gives you different pictures of how they came up with this concept. So we're going to give, you guys don't like when I give the hats $10, so let's give the hat, I'm going to say $12. I don't want to give it $15. I guess you could give it $15, but I don't want to give it $15. Alright, this fabrications, this is not a, oh, maybe it is. Ouch. It says it's a Marvel Collector Core exclusive. So apparently when they first came out with fabrications, this was an original concept, but they ended up hanging on to it because they thought it would be great for this box. So apparently you can't get this in the store, I suppose. So here's the thing. If you get fabrications from the store, they're $20, sort of. Again, these things, they don't sell very well, so they're pretty cheap. I would at most give a Fabrications at most $15 if it was like something hard to get, but you can get them on Amazon for about $10 to $12. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one $15. I really don't want to give it $15, but I'm giving it $15 because apparently it's a Marvel Collector exclusive, so I'll just give it $15. And then the last item we have is our Spider-Man Funko Pop. This is gonna get $15 because it's an exclusive to this box. So according to my pricing, this box is worth $51. I pay $32 for it, which means I got $19 extra value on top of what I paid for, which is good. That's very good. You usually get your value with the Funko collab boxes. It's just, how do you like the items? I do like these items better than I liked the, was it the Smuggler's Bounty? I don't think I really like the Smuggler's Bounty, so I do enjoy these ones as much. Spider-Man is not my favorite superhero, but I do like him. And I especially like the new like guy who's playing Spider-Man, or the guy who played Spider-Man in the Civil Wars movie, so I like him. But this was a cool box and I'm happy with it, and I think that it's good. And I'm not a fan. You know what's funny though is, like, I always say this because I'm not really a huge fan of this hat, but at the same time I also am not a huge fan of the pop tees because of the way they fit. And I get why they're doing the hats, because then you don't have to worry about shirt sizes, and I'm sure it's way easier for them. But I don't know, I'd much rather just receive a bunch of Funko Pops. The Fabrications is cool though. I'm not a huge Fabrications fan. Funko is they're oversaturating the market, I think, with all the different lines that they have now. I just think they're doing too much. I think they're trying to do too much, and I don't think that's what people actually want, to be honest. I think people just want Funko Pops. And so with all these different things that they're doing and all these different things that they're including in their boxes, I just think that I think they should just go back to the like, just give people Funko Pops. Like, that's what they want. When people think of Funko, they think of Funko Pops. They don't think of Fabrications. They don't think of pop hats or whatever they're called, pop tops or pop tees, or you know, Norbs. They just think of Funko Pops. So I just think they need to kind of go back to their roots a little bit and just backtrack, because I think they're just trying to do a little bit too much. But at the end of the day, this was a good box. I'm happy with it. I like it. It's not the greatest box in the world, but I like it and I like the value, so I'd give this box a 4 out of 5 noobs. I think that anything that gets that much value, it gets at least a 4. If, you know, I don't think the item's right. You could easily give this box a 5 if you liked all the items. I'm just disappointed about the hat. It's not as universal as a shirt. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. You know, I know they're trying to switch it up, because the other complaint was that people thought that they were just kind of giving you the exact same items every month, and that can either be a pro or a con. It just depends on how you look at it. So, and I really don't even know what I prefer, to be honest. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like and some of the other boxes that they've been doing, so I'm happy with it, but I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. And remember, if you subscribe to my channel and your subscriptions are blocked or set to private, you'll make it onto my thank you to subscribers page, which is coming up right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!